How to Find Success on YouTube by Tom Ryan, the guy who has 488 subscribers. So first of all, let's start off with what I just said. Basically, I have 488 subscribers. So if you're looking to find out how to get 1 million subscribers or 10 million subscribers or tons of views on your video, every single video, this is probably the wrong video for you, and this isn't the topic that we're going to be discussing today, so if you want to click away, go ahead and do it now. I just wanted to get that out of the way. So let's start by defining success. What is success? Well, I looked it up on Google, and it says the accomplishment of an aim or purpose. So right off the bat, we can see that it's a lot more than just numbers, you know? It's aiming for something and making that goal, hitting that goal. I want to talk about success today because recently I feel like I've found success on YouTube, not in numbers, not in viewers or subscribers or comments, but in my own personal way. And I want to share this with you because it's something that it took me a while to grasp and took me a while to wrap my head around, but I'm super happy that I finally did it. I'm sure you've heard tons of people on YouTube or elsewhere tell you if you want to do YouTube, you really have to love what you do. You really have to be passionate about it. And if you don't, then you're not going to have fun. When I started making videos consistently for this channel, I kind of just went online and looked up the trending topics, and like it was about the subject that I'm passionate about, which is filmmaking and the use of a camera. I love cameras. I just love making films and using cameras in general. I would look up topics pertaining to those two things. So, you know, audio, video, color grading, all of that stuff. And it doesn't mean that I'm not passionate about all of those things, but it wasn't what I was passionate about right then and there. I just knew that if I made a video about it, it would probably get a significant amount of views, considering people were searching for it and people wanted to know more about it anyways. I wanted to make that video so eyes would be on my video because I knew people were looking for it. After a few weeks, I'm sure you guys, if you've been following me for a little while, have noticed I stopped posting because it sucked. I didn't want to make videos. It got annoying to have to make. I would be like, oh no, you know, I want to post a video a week. I'd be like, oh no, I got to post this week. I forgot. I got to make a video real quick. And it would end up leading to lazy filmmaking, lazy video creation. And it kind of got to me a little bit, and I didn't want to do it anymore. So what I want to talk to you guys about today is finding success on YouTube and what I did to do that. I don't know what clicked in my head, but it finally did, and I'm very, very glad that it did, because success on YouTube is much more than numbers, and everybody loves numbers. It's encouraging to see somebody subscribe to you, but you don't know how freeing it is. Like, it's so freeing to finally be like, you know what? I'm gonna make videos about stuff that I want to make videos about and when I want to make videos. And just to find that freedom is super awesome, and that's why I wanted to share it with you guys. And now I guess we'll talk a little bit about how you can go about making that process easier for yourself. The number one thing that I do every single day is I make sure to look at my accomplishments as the best thing that's ever happened to my channel or to me. So if I get a subscriber, if I get a comment, if I get a view, if I get 10 views, if I get 50 views, I take that to heart and I see that as an achievement. Now, when you think of success on YouTube, you think 1 million subscribers. You don't think 500 subscribers, which is what I'm about to reach. And by the way, thank you guys so much for almost 500 subscribers. That's amazing to me that this has happened in such a short amount of time. And a lot of them came from just one video. The last video I made did really well, and I was super, super happy about that. So thank you guys, by the way. You really have to take the small victories. You have to take those to heart and really hold on to those and grasp those to the best of your abilities, because that really helps the growth process, makes it become easier for you to see the big picture and envision it. And obviously, we're not just talking about subscribers growth, but the growth in you, the growth in maybe the small amount of subscribers that you have. And every time I get a comment, I comment back, because if you think about it, that's a person telling you something almost face to face. Hey, I think this, and this. Either it's constructive criticism or it's a positive reinforcement. It could be any of those things. But if you think about it in real life, if somebody walks up to you and says, hey, I recognize you, you made a really, really good video that I saw. You wouldn't just go and then walk away from them. You would speak to them and you'd say, hey, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Maybe you wouldn't say that. Maybe you're a douche, but you would respond to them in some way. You wouldn't just leave it at that and walk away. And when you don't respond to your followers or to people that comment on your videos, that's pretty much what you're doing. So I make sure to comment back to everybody that leaves a comment, takes the time to leave a comment on my video, whether it's constructive criticism, whether it's hate comments, whether it's positive reinforcement, any of those things. I want to make sure that I talk to my subscribers, my viewers, anything like that, and make sure they know that I'm watching them and I'm reading the comments that they're posting. Recently, it's been hard to keep up with this because, like I said, you guys have just been awesome, and apparently you guys really like my content, so you've been subscribing. But every time someone would subscribe, I would make sure to look at that person and possibly go on their channel and check out what they like. But I would go back to my subscriber count and I'd say, that's one more. That's one more. Wow, like that's one more. Wow, that's 3 today. That's 5 today. That's 10 today. And that really helps you see the accomplishments that you're making. They might not be big accomplishments to other people, but they're accomplishments nonetheless. And if you make them big to you, it makes it a lot easier to see yourself as successful on YouTube, or really in anything that you're doing. You just have to take the small victories to heart. Honestly, there's a lot of people on YouTube that are going to tell you, you have to be consistent, you have to be consistent. And if not being consistent means you're not going to make content, then I think that that's worse than making content that's inconsistent. Just make videos, make quality videos when you can and when you want to. Not everyone has tons of time on their hands. And if you want to make the best video that you can make, do that. Don't sacrifice quality and enjoyment of the process just so that you can get a video out that week. And as soon as I stopped doing that, as soon as I stopped forcing videos out, that's actually when my views and my subscribers and stuff like that went up, because I started focusing on making good quality content and people liked it and people resonated with it. And it blew up from there. It didn't blow up, but in my mind, because I like to take everything to heart, it blew up. 8,000 views, that's awesome. I'm super stoked about that. Some people are getting 10 million views per video, but I'm not, and I'm okay with that. I like what you guys are doing, and I'm happy with the numbers that I'm getting because I've decided to set a goal for myself and stick to that and just be happy with what comes. One last thing I want to share with you is I love to look at other creators, and I think everyone does this, and compare myself. And usually this can be a really bad thing, and it can lead to you thinking that you're worth less than you actually are. But in my opinion, you should flip that and look at other creators that are similar to you and also have success. Success in numbers, that is. So, lots of subscribers and lots of views. If you look at them and they're similar to you and they make similar content, and you see that they're succeeding, it'll give you a little boost of encouragement to know, okay, so what I'm doing could potentially work, it just hasn't yet. One guy that I love is Caleb from DSLR Video Shooter, and I've been following him for probably 5 or 6 years now, and he has about I think he just hit 300,000 subscribers on YouTube. Congrats, brother. I've been following him for so long, and I've seen his journey from maybe not the beginning, but all the way up until now for the past 5 years, and it's incredible what he's been able to do. But he's not fancy. He doesn't make flashy vlogs. He doesn't talk really loud at a camera and run around town doing crazy stuff. He sits down in his studio and he makes videos about stuff that he's passionate about, and people love it, and he's making a living off of that. So when I see that, it encourages me to say, I don't have to do stuff that I don't want to do. I can make exactly what I want to make, and people will probably, in the long run, they'll come and find me and they'll want to watch what I have to offer. So it's always good to do that as well. And yeah, I think those are the tips that I would suggest to you guys, because I really think they would help every single person that's ever wanted to start a YouTube channel and find what's known as success in numbers. So that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed, leave a thumbs up. If you didn't, leave a comment down below and tell me why. I always like to hear feedback, and I appreciate any constructive criticism. I also want to hear what you guys think about this setup. I just threw this together real quick and it was different. I gotta treat the acoustics in this room a little bit, but Other than that, I like what this is doing. I don't know if I like it better than what I did before, but we'll see what happens. I want to know what you guys think though. So leave a comment down below about that. One last thing I want to share with you guys, and this is really awesome, so give me 1 second here. So yeah, that happened. If you've seen my most recent video, you'll know why this is awesome for me. I'll definitely be making some videos about this in the future. And yeah, I've only done one shoot with it so far. I plan on doing a few more shoots with it in the next coming weeks, and I'll definitely make some videos about it because I'm super pumped to have gotten this thing. So yeah, this is gonna do it for this video. Subscribe if you haven't already, and if you want to see more content like this. But that's gonna do it for this one. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.